my name is Kat Valencia. I'm 22 years old and I'm from West Hills, California. Originally, I had no idea what I wanted to do until after high school. I had hobbies and, I went to an all-girls school and all the girls knew what they wanted to do. They knew all the colleges they were going to go to and I had no idea. I cheered and I danced and I did all the choreography and I loved the creativity and that. And I loved that, but it wasn't clicking in my head that that's what I needed to do. So I was like, I'm gonna go do nursing. And I had this idea and I was like, I'm gonna try UCLA. But I was like, I'm gonna take a year. I'm gonna take a year off before I go into a college. And I took a year off. My sister kind of influenced me and she was like, just don't go to college. She was like, just work with me. And I'm like, no, I'm not gonna not go to school. And so I kind of worked with her and she's an interior designer. And I worked in retail since I was, 16. And that's probably where I started to realize it more. I loved the retail aspect, not really working into it, but all the background, the buying, the visual part, and I loved fashion in general. My mom knew it and I was like, Mom, what about the Fashion Institute in LA? And she was like, okay. And it was kind of hard because it's really expensive. It's unbelievably expensive. So we kind of thought I could go, but we kind of didn't. And my mom was like, I'm just gonna call. She came to me in the morning. She's like, I called and you have an appointment tomorrow. And I'm like, what? And I had an appointment. I met the counselor and I just went for it. And I said, okay, well, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go to college. I'm gonna graduate. I'm gonna get a degree. And so I went through the whole process. I learned so much and I wasn't in love with every class that I took, but it still taught me a lot about the industry and how a whole company is made and the business aspect, and I was happy I learned that. And when I graduated, I was grateful, and then I still was like, is this what I want to do? But then I go back and I'm like, it is. And I worked for my sister and I worked for a couple boutiques, and one specific is Bobby Rocco. They were really small, only had 300 followers on Instagram, and the Instagram wasn't amazing. And so when I went, she was like, take pictures of the outfits on the floor, do an outfit and post a couple a day. And I was like, okay. And then I started realizing that there was getting no response, and while it was kind of slow in the store, so I was like, what do I do? It's so boring. And so I was like, I'm gonna put on an outfit and I'm gonna take a picture of myself. I put a self timer up, and I took a picture of me against the white wall. And after that, it kind of just blew up, just from a white wall and me wearing an outfit. They have 8,000 followers now, and they're always busy, and that inspired me. It inspired me in so many ways, because it was, she would make only a couple $100s to now so much. So that was really fun, and I loved the social media aspect of it, and the editing and how to get more of a following. I've realized working with my sister that everything's a lifestyle. There's bloggers that make a living off what they put in their room to what they wear, and that's kind of fascinating how it works now. Stores have to really promote themselves, and they would do it through magazines. Now they're doing it through Instagram, and it's crazy to me. I've taught myself, kind of everything to promote yourself in a brand, coming through small boutiques, and my sister, who's an interior designer but has worked her way up completely, and she's so famous, so I've watched her grow. I assist my sister in everything in her brand. We are the design hunters, and we work with clients, and we have to pick, certain fabrics and wall colors, and I also manage and style for the smaller boutiques that I started out with, like Bobby Rocco and the Southern Kingfisher Road, and it really keeps me on top of like what I want to do. And while in the process, I'll post about it in my personal life, like my Instagram, and you know, I have companies coming to me asking to promote some stuff. I think that like jumping around from company to company and helping them out and like showing how they grow, that's what inspires me and that's what keeps me going every day. I love seeing, you know, brands just build from, you know, the ground up, and I want to see that in my life one day, and I'm not going to know how to do it unless I practice with others, you know. And so I started Style and Sweat with Jen, and I think this is a good start. It's a good start and a good platform to show what I do and what I want to do and where I will go. So my part in Style and Sweat is the fashion aspect. I don't want to do completely fashion. I want to show that I can do videos as well. I want to show that, you know, I've helped my sister, you know, design a room. It's all just style. So there's a quote that I have learned and always kind of look by, and it's style is a difference, a way of doing, a way of being done. And that kind of relates to my life because I don't have a specific, you know, I don't settle on one thing. I don't settle on just fashion. I don't settle on just, you know, videography. I want to do it all, and I think that's okay. And most people think that they need to settle on one specific thing, and that's not me. I think my next big move would be to one day have my own brand, because I've watched so many brands and, you know, owners have that fascination and that, you know, that happiness of having their baby and then watch it grow, and like having a team and having someone help them. I think that was most rewarding to me, and I one day want to be in that spot where I could, you know, see my own brand and my image and my vision come alive. To do what you want to do and be successful, I think you can't be stubborn and you can't be self-centered. You have to open your heart and your mind to everything around you, because everything around you and everyone around you is what's going to make it possible. Thank you for taking the time to watch this, and if you want to follow me in my journey and my crazy life, you could follow me at Style with Kat with a K.